Hi again from Central Virginia. It's the second week in November. Things are still blooming in my garden. I just want to show you how I'm managing this extended warmth with trying to get my garden ready for the winter time. I still have things growing, and today I'm going to do some picking of a few warm weather things that I need to get out of here because tonight we might actually have a frost. I don't know. I don't really believe it because it's been so doggone hot. Today is definitely cooler. There's a little bit of a chill in the air. And but tonight it's supposed to go down into the mid to low 30s. They're saying 32. We'll see. So I'll see it when I believe it. But at this point with my garden, I'm like, I'm just going to leave a lot of stuff there. And if it gets hit by the frost, it gets hit by the frost. I've already picked a lot of things out of here and have preserved a lot of my garden as well. So why don't I give you a look around, okay? Nice and breezy today. First off, I am just loving this rose alley. I never imagined that the roses would be blooming in November, but indeed they are, and they're just really, really, really beautiful. So I'm just gonna let these be. When they go dormant, I will trim them way, way, way back. I cannot believe that I still have passion flowers blooming. There's still a few more blooms left on here. And then I'm going to cut this vine, which has just gone crazy, way, way, way back. I have this pumpkin plant growing here. It's got blooms on it and stuff. I can't imagine that it's really going to do anything, although there are little pumpkins that have formed here. I think it's probably going to end up dying back. Garlic is definitely coming up. We had some rain finally, and I think that the rain definitely helped. Let's go over here and take a look at this pepper plant. I think I've got a couple of peppers on here. Here's a little green one. I might leave that one on just to see if it makes it. But I am going to snag, this is a lipstick pepper, and I'm going to snag that right now. I'll pull this one. Can you believe it? Here is a yellow tomato. I'm going to pick it, and I think it's going to go into my dinner tonight. Here's a little Seminole pumpkin. It's not all the way ripe. One of my big projects yet to go is to clean up this area, and I made a decision that I'm going to go ahead and put wood chips down in between the fruit rows because this grass was just too hard to manage. I have put these beds to bed, so to speak. This is where I did some in-ground composting in this bed, and the one with that little black bucket in the middle of it. But look at all of those flowers. They're just there, and I am not going to pull them out right now. You know, if it frosts tonight or frosts tomorrow or frosts next week, it's fine. They will have been beautiful, and I can come in and finish off these particular beds. Managed to get a bunch of the tomatoes picked out of here, and I have put down alfalfa and compost and hay back in there. I'm just leaving these flowers that are planted on the periphery of this bed, and then when they die back, I will go ahead and put the compost and hay down there as well. But the periphery is mainly just a flower bed. These are serrano peppers. There's a bunch of them, and I'm going to be picking these little cayenne peppers as well. Well, one of my goals is to try to be as compost self-sufficient as I possibly can. And I knew I wasn't going to get there this year. But last year, I only had enough compost to do, I think it was 2.5 of my beds in this particular garden. But I'm happy to say that I have actually done a whole bunch of them this year. I'm sort of working around things that are growing. I've got radishes growing in here, some of which are about ready to pick. You can see in here. But I went ahead and did this little area. I did this bed here and the one next to it. And I got this big piece of bed put together and had enough compost for that. Here are my parsnips that are looking really, really, really good. Not ready to pick them yet. They could be picked right now. They definitely have formed their crowns on there. You can see right down in here. You can see the top of the parsnip here. But I don't pick my parsnips until after it frosts. But these parsnips are looking super, super healthy and good. So I'm really happy. You know, parsnips are so easy. You plant them, they stay in the ground forever, growing slowly, slowly, slowly. And they don't need much. Water them every now and then. There they go. They're just growing. And so I'll be digging them up when the weather turns a little bit colder. I still have a spare potato or two In this bed, I have some, well, see how it was so hot that some of the choys went to seed. But you know what? You can eat those flowers. I have a couple of random potatoes in here that came up, but I'll be eating these choys. I've been eating these choys. Here's some lovely sage. I also finished up this bed, and let's see. I've got this one done, my former eggplant bed, and that complete end L shape on the end of the garden, as well as this bed here and what used to be my lima bean bed over here. Got some really gorgeous lettuces that I've been eating on. They're coming in now. There's some self-seeded cilantro, so I'm just letting it go, and I'll be picking it and eating it. Still waiting for this Trumbacina squash to get all the way hard. I can still put my fingernail in the outside and get a dent, so it's not quite ready to pick. But these guys, this one is. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this one. This one can be used like a winter squash. And this little guy right down here is what you call dinner for today. I'm going to be cutting that off. You can see it. Here's the beautiful stand of late blooming nasturtiums. Some borage over here. This is the 1,000-head kale that's really coming along. This is where I pull that lemon balm out. And I do have a few more peppers that I'm going to pull probably today, get them off of here, because I think they're not going to last very long. There you go. So I've really never had a year where I've had to go this late before really putting my beds completely to bed. And I just decided I'm just going to work around things that are living. I'm just going to keep letting them go. The frost will come eventually and kill it all. I'll pick what I need to pick, and everything else can just stay there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope your garden is doing well, and I hope you're well too. Take care. Bye. And here is today's bounty.